like when they smile. Or do an experiment like me and hug everybody. Which Sharon is not here, but she just published a book, Science of Kissing, in which you can learn that smell is very important. So you get to smell people. Maybe you don't consciously do it, but your hypothalamus is processing that. And so that adds another dimension of trust. You become real friends. Yeah, you can become friends online, but once you have a few shots of bourbon or a couple of beers over 3 days, you're real friends. And there's no reading between the lines once you get online for the rest of the year. You know exactly who you're dealing with, and you can trust them if you want to start a project or just share good news or bad news, get help, whatever it is. Because this is a pretty tight-knit community. So this permanence of the conference being online and then meeting once a year offline, this is in time what this place is in the spatial world of science and technology. This is RTP. This is Research Triangle Park, the oldest and I think still the biggest research science technology park in the world. When RTP does something, all the other hundreds of the parks in the world watch and say, oh, okay, they're breaking new barriers. They are doing something new. Let's try to do that too. Always on the cutting edge, just like this conference is always on the cutting edge and the others copy us. Yeah, it's between friends. So this is a special place. So just like this conference is a special time of the year for our community, this is a special place for the world of science and technology. The RTP is center of the universe, which is why I'm on the second telecommuting job, because I refuse to leave. And there's a reason for it. So on that note, I would like to introduce Cara Rousseau from the RTP Foundation, who is going to tell us a little bit about this special place you're in. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Cara Rousseau. I am the Director of Partnership Initiatives with the Research Triangle Foundation. And first of all, just want to say welcome to the RTP for the 5th year in a row. And let's give our organizers a big round of applause. The Research Triangle Foundation, we are the owners and developers and also the marketers of the region. And it's so important, and we're so lucky and fortunate to have people like Anton and Bora in our community holding events and programs and building community in the way that Science Online does. And so without further ado, I would like to turn the mic over to Anton. And again, thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you this weekend.
Housekeeping, if you would turn your cell phones off, so we show respect to our speakers. Cell phones off, sound off. Obviously, you want to Twitter. Thank you. So thank you to Cara, to Research Triangle Foundation, RTP, for again hosting this our kickoff reception in our keynote address. You know, Bora just gave a real eloquent talk about what this conference has done for giving all of you an opportunity to have conversations and make friends and lead to initiatives in shared projects. And in many ways, what I get out of this is what I have gotten out of this for 5 years, a friendship and a shared project with Bora. So I think I'm the luckiest guy in this. I'm trying not to do my best John Boehner, by the way. I feel like I'm the luckiest guy in the room for knowing Bora and be able to support him. So all this goes back to October 2006 or so, when I published an op-ed in the local newspaper about this effort called Blog Together. A number of us in this community had been meeting for a number of years in blog meetups. in talking about the importance of gathering in physical space and having real conversations and getting to know each other, so that the way that we would converse and write about each other online would be that much more important and that much deeper. So this is where the blog together concept came along. And again, Bora has exemplified that, and a lot of the people in this room and region have also come on board with that. So that led to, back in 2007, our first conference. So these are our 4 previous conferences. We started out as the North Carolina Science Blogging Conference, and broadened it in 2009 to become Science Online. I think that was the same year that there was a Science Online in London. So this concept is, I think, much bigger. So 4 years going. At the end of last year, many of you had some fantastic things to say about the conference, and we came out of this very jazzed and very eager to do this again. But 2011, Science Online 2011, almost didn't happen, because the last year was a pretty tough year on many accounts, both personal for both Bora and myself, then I think also for the larger community. So for me, this is what happened. Little Oliver was born, joining my daughters Anna and Malia, and I really want to thank my wife Erin here, who's finally, I finally was able to figure out that I needed to arrange babysitters so I could get her to come to one of the Science Online conferences. So I finally did something right, and thank you for all your support. A new baby, new job for me meant that I clearly had other priorities and a focus. For Bora, well, if you don't know what happened, and is the illustrator? So clearly, Bora, we have many nicknames for him: the blog father, the Pepsi Gate, and all that happened with science blogs, and through the summer, clearly Bora was at the center of that, writing about it, thinking about it, having conversations with many of you about it. And so he clearly, we know, was looking for a change and found a new job. So Bora had another focus. So again, we didn't start thinking about Science Online until October, when things started to settle down, which seems pretty late to organize a 50th annual conference of anything. But we ended up with quite a lot of support from organizations, local and national, from many of you in this room. Blog Together is, again, our umbrella organization. Contemporary Science Center, Pamela Blizzard is in the room. Thank you, Pamela, for being our institutional partner. What that means is that we can have grants from foundations go to them, handle our money. Science in the Triangle is a local blog writing about what's happening in this region. Science Communicators of North Carolina. We have a number of you in the room. They're wearing skunk pins, right? Research Triangle Park, is our host tonight. Sigma Xi continues to be our host. We'll be there Saturday and Sunday. And we have a number of generous supporters. Girls Welcome Fund has been a keystone funder sponsor in this conference for 5 years running, and really kicked off this year with a key grant and the promise of matching funds, which the National Association of Science Writers met. And through those two organizations, and then Science, AAAS, and Eureka Alert, were able to provide streaming of many of the sessions Saturday and Sunday. Juniper Networks, Creative Commons, Norton Publisher, they've all kicked in substantial funds. Many other sponsors and supporters in many ways. PLOS and Duke University have donated t-shirts, so there's lots of threads to go around on Saturday. RTI International, APCO Worldwide, Alltech sponsored, provided beer, and is there a bourbon or whiskey? Crossref, North Carolina Biotechnology Center, and two more repeat sponsors. Sigma, Life Science, Thermo Fisher Scientific, Chemical and Engineering News, which I think some of you in the room are bloggers as part of their network. EPA, North Carolina Sea Grant, and Vivo, which helps sponsor our swag bags, which, remember on your way out tonight to grab one of our swag bags. and you'll notice a number of cool things in there.